What is up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1. I'm trying to get 1% profit every single day until we get to $1 million. Right now we're on day 370 of this challenge, and for day 370 I do have one bonus to show you guys since the last episode. That's our sports bets. Here's our bonus though. This was a $10 bonus on Fanatics, and I believe this was for the playoff win from the Rams. I placed this bet a while back. You can see down here we had $10 in casino credit. So if the Rams got a playoff win, I would get $10 in casino credit. That's how this bonus worked. I think it's what that's what this is from. So I put that on Fly X or Takeoff, same thing. It's a 1.01x, cashes out. Pretty simple there. Then we also have our sports bets for the day. I track volume bets on Instagram, so if you want to check out his page, there's a link to his social media in my Discord server if you join there. But I just track and tail all of his bets, and we had a profitable day of sports betting, so I just want to show you proof that we place those bets. That's how the bankroll also grows without me just gambling on the website we use. But yeah, there we go. So on day 370, we're sitting at $3,761. We went up $5 from the previous day. So we will need to get a 1% profit goal of $37.61. But since we already got like $5 in profit from bonuses, Bitcoin went down a good bit. Bitcoin went down like almost like $20 there. But we had $13 in bonuses for the day, and then we had some profitable sports betting. So we needed to actually get $32.31 to reach our 1% profit goal. So we're gonna hop on the website and see if we can get that, make some profit today. All right, so we have our 4% stop loss of $150 in the bankroll. So that's 4% of the entire bankroll. So that's what we have on the website here to play with today. That's our stop loss. And then I had this suggestion on the last video, or maybe 2 videos ago now, but somebody suggested I try to go for the down bear strategy on diamonds, because you can get a 2x, which is usually what we do on the down bear strategy, but you can also get a 3, 4, 5, or a 50x. So it's like, and as I say, there's higher potential. There is higher potential for a big win, but the down bear strategy is typically with a 50-50 win-loss ratio. But on diamonds, you get a 0.1x potentially 50% of the time instead of a loss, but you can get a 0x 15% of the time. So really there's like a 65% loss rate on diamonds. So I don't know how well this strategy is going to work. Really, it would just be good if we can hit like more than a 2x, ideally hit like a 50x. We'll give it a shot though. We're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna start off with 50 cents though, instead of doing $1, just to see how it goes. But every time we lose, we're gonna add 1 unit, and then whenever we win, we will decrease. So I probably could set this up on like an auto strategy, but it's probably better to do it manually, just so I don't burn too much of the bankroll too quickly. I can actually like keep track of it. But we're gonna keep adding 50 cents here. This is actually not working out too well. So there's a 2x, so we're gonna drop this back down to 350. So 50 cent is our base unit here. Okay, so there we go. We got a 5x on a $4.50 bet, and that brought us back into profit. We're going for a 50-cent profit, and we got $2.10. So I guess this does have potential, but you're definitely gonna get way more losses on this. So we'll see how this works. I'm gonna try to run this for a little bit just to see if we can make some profit. I don't know. It's definitely a different strategy than what we're used to. Especially that win-loss rate's a little bit different. So yeah, there's a 3x there. Not quite back into profit, or like where we need to be for that sequence. So I'm gonna stay with the bet size here. So there we go. We're back into profit there. This might be able to cook a little bit. I don't know. I guess if we go on like a crazy loss streak, as with any strategy, we can get smoked. But yeah, there's a 2x there. Let's restart the chain here. I mean, it's starting to work a little bit. I don't know. We'll give this a shot. So yeah, we need $32. I don't know if I want to do this for the entire day, but it is cooking. There's another win right there. That's a good hit. And there's another 2x. So we'll just run that back. There's a 3x. There's another 2x. Nice. Okay. I do have to Definitely stay locked in on this one though. And there's a 3x. Let's go back down to 50 cents. I'm very tempted to take this up to like a dollar base bet as a dollar unit, but I know with that 65% lose rate, we can definitely hit so many losses and have to do a lot of work to come back from that, so I don't want to risk that really. So we'll just stick with our 50 cents for now. Starting to lose all of our profits here. Yeah, so we're back in the hole. And this is why I don't want to start off with a dollar bet. So there's a 2x. We still need to keep the bet size pretty high though. Okay, $5 bet. $5.50. $6. There's a 2x. Go back down to $5.50. There's another 2x. $5. Nice. It's a 3x. Okay, so we started this off at $15.10. So really it's like $1.20. So bring us back down to like $1.50. That loses. Go to $2. $2.50. $3. Okay. I think we're just back to $1 now. Right? $15.10. Yeah, so back to 1. That hits. Alright, so let's reset the sequence here. I would love to just hit that 50x, man. That'd be sick. That'd be so sick. It is a very slim chance, though. It is a, like, 0.004% chance. So I guess that is asking a lot there. Alright, 250. Alright, we're up to 19 bucks. I guess we'll try to get this over like 20 bucks and see if we can do that, and then maybe we'll get out of here because I don't want to run this too long. Yeah, we're over 20 bucks there. I'd love to keep running this, but I feel like it has a good chance of busting. I don't know. Let's stick with it for a little bit. Let's see if we can get like a nice big hit and call it from there. Back to 50 cents. $1, 150, 250. Okay, back to $2, 250. $3. There's a 4x. That's pretty darn good. Okay, we're like 10 bucks away. Guess this is a pretty slow strategy, but like I said, I don't know if I want to auto this. I feel like it can go so quick. Nice. There's a 5x. It's pretty sick. Too bad we had to restart the bet there back to 50 cents. 150. $2. That hits. Alright, we'll reset. $1, 150, $2. Nice. I'm gonna run this all the way through. We're almost there. We need. Oh, there's a hit right there. That's it. Yeah, we got the profit goal. Okay. Wow. $32.40. We need $32.31. We got like 10 extra cents there. Pretty darn good. Honestly, not too bad. We didn't really go super low. The lowest dip was 13 bucks. So that was way better than Limbo. I like that. Good suggestion, whoever tried that or made that comment. Appreciate that. We're gonna enter that in the sheet, move on to the next day. All right, so day 370 was a win. We got $34 on the website, and that's our 1.05% profit, which reaches our 1% profit goal. So definitely needed that after getting a couple losses recently, but you know, we're working our way back. Moving on to day 371. This is back from January 20th. So we have our sports bets for the day here. Profitable day sports betting. So we only had a couple of bets there, but yeah, we made some profit, which is good. So looking at our sheet here, Bitcoin did go down almost like 40 bucks. So big dip in Bitcoin. We had profitable sports betting, and then I had $4 in bonuses for the day. And I only show anything on camera that's over $5, so that's why I'm not showing those little, I think it's like $1 here and there too. It's between like different apps and stuff, but we're sitting at $3,812. So our 1% profit goal would be $38.12, but since we had some profit sports betting, we're sitting at we need to get $21.18 in the website. So let's hop into it and see if we can get some profit. All right, so coming back in the website here, we have our 4% stop loss of $152 this time. We're going to reset the live stats, and I think I'm going to try doing this on like $1 bet size. Same strategy. I don't know if I'm going to take it the whole way up to $21 though. I might try to get like $10 of profit because I don't want to go down too low. I know this is a little bit more risky, I guess riskier, playing with the dollar unit size. So we'll see if we can make something happen here, but definitely less progressions with this bet size. There's a 2x there. We drop this down to a $7 bet. Another profit there, down to $6. Back to 7. That hits. And then from here, we need to place a $3 bet. $4. That hits. So we can go back to $1, and that hits. Okay, so let's go to, I think I missed one there, so we have to go $3. That hits. And then back to $2, not 12, that'd be bad. 3, and that hits. Okay, back to $1 bet. Yeah, this can get very risky very quickly here, these dollar unit size. Go back to a $4 bet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh boy. A $10 bet hits. We're back to a $9 bet. That hits. $8 bet. That hits as well. That's massive. Some big hits there. So we're back to, I think, like a $5 bet. And that's a 5x. Dude, that's huge. That's huge. That's sick. Okay, nice. So we need like $4 from here. Should I do this one more time? Maybe I'll go back to 50 cents. Okay, that hits. Where did we start this at? 1740. So we got a little bit of profit there. 150. $2. 250. Okay, back to $2. 250. Nice. Let's go back down to 50 cents. That hits, and we are like $1 away here. $1, 150, and that is it. We got 2165. We need 2118. So yeah, that strategy is cooking right now. We're gonna enter that in the sheet. Move on to the next day. All right, so day 371 was a win. We got $21.66, which reaches our 1% profit goal for the day. So far so good for this episode. I'd like to see that. Moving on to day 372, we have our sports bets for the day. Only had a couple there. We did 4 sports bets for the day, and I think we were profitable overall. I think so. Yeah, we made some profit. Or no, I think we actually lost money sports betting. Yeah, we lost like a couple bucks there. Either way, we had $3 in bonuses for the day here, and our balance is sitting at $3,839. So our 1% profit goal would be like $38, but we already had about $6 already in profit. So we need to get the rest of that 1% by getting $32 on the website. So let's hop into it and see if we can get another $32 to profit for day 372. All right, coming back into the website, we have $153 as our 4% stop loss for the day. And we're gonna try some blackjack. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's start off with I guess an $8 bet. So that's like 25% of our profit goal that we need. That's what I'm thinking about it. 25% of our 1%. We're just at the live stats here. We have a 20 against an 8. I'm gonna stand on that, and we get a win. Let's try to run this back one more time. 14 against the 2. We're gonna stand on that. And he pulls a 21. We're gonna stick with the $8 bet and just flat bet here. 13 against the 4 we're going to stand on. Okay. Back up to $8 in profit. 12 against an 8, we're going to have to hit that. 13 we have to hit. We bust. Okay. No insurance. Doesn't have it. We're going to stay on the 19, and he's going to pull a 20. 20 against an ace. He doesn't have it. We're going to stand. And we're back to break even. Okay. Trying to get like 2 wins here. I don't want to be here too long. That's for sure when it comes to originals blackjack. Ace 7 against the 9 is a hit. Okay. And we get a 12. Not great. We get a 21 though. That was a crazy comeback. We'll definitely take that. 9 against the 9. We're gonna hit 19 and we push. Okay, I'll take a push. 20 against an ace. Dealer's getting a lot of aces. We get the win there. Okay, let's see if we can get one more win here and we'll try to get out of here. 7 against the 2. We're gonna hit that. We have an 11 and we get a 21 and we get that. So we're up $16. We're about halfway to the profit pool. I'm gonna bounce out of here and get you a different game. All right, let's do a little bit of the wheel, change it up a bit. Let's start off with a $1 bet. And we're on medium risk, 30 segments. And I'm gonna see if I can work this up to like $20 profit total. So what I'm shooting for here. Go up to a $2 bet, that hits. We'll stay at $2. Oh, we missed that. Okay. All right, still at $2 here. Try and get this past $20. Okay, we're getting there. We're so close. All right, we got $20 on the dot. Let's go back down to $1. Do a couple of spins here. And let's go up to $2. All right, still at $20. We're at 21, back down to $1. 21.50. And I'm gonna go up to $2 after getting 3 losses. That hits. That hits. We're at 22.50. So we still need like $10. Let's do one more spin on $2. Let's go to get one more win there. Okay. Starting to get a lot of losses. I'm gonna go up to $4 here. Alright, that's a good hit. Let's go back down to 2. Take it right back. Alright, $4 bet. Alright, we got a lot of hits there, but they're all pretty small. Alright, let's go up to like a $6 bet here. I don't want to get too crazy on this. Alright, that's a good hit. Let's go back down to 4. Nice. And then $2. Okay, we're 24.50. I think that's good for the wheel. That's enough of that. Alright, so we still need like $8. So I'm going to try to run the down bear strategy with 50-cent starting bet on here and see if we can work this up to 32.50. That's kind of what we're shooting for here. So I'm doing, like I said, 50-cent base unit. There's a good hit there. We're going back down to $2. Another good hit. Is that back into profit? No, that's where we started. So go back down to $1. 150. It's a 4x. Okay, nice. All right, back down to 50 cents. Restart the sequence. Yeah, I mean this seems to be pretty decent, the strategy. We're almost there for the day. Need like one more win. Yeah, 32.75. We need 32.43. So it's another day of profit right there. Dude, the guy suggested a strategy, man. This is cooking. Good suggestion so far. I mean, I know this can easily bust, but it's working really well today. So we're going to enter that in the sheet, move on to the next day. All right, so day 372 is a win. We got our $32.75 profit, so we hit our 1% profit goal. Moving on to day 373. We had no bonuses for the day, but looking at our bankroll here, Bitcoin went up $7. And then I'll show our sports bets too. We only had 2 sports bets and they both lost for the day. So we did go back a little bit there, which isn't the best, but you know, you're gonna have losing days, especially sports betting, gambling money. You're gonna lose here and there. So with our balance being at $3,856, we would need like $39 for the day. But since we had some losses on sports betting, we're gonna have to get $55 on the day. So a pretty heavy day we're gonna have to work for here. Top of the website and see if we can make some profit. All right, coming back in the website, we have our 4% stop loss in the balance, and we're gonna reset the live stats. So we need $55. Here's the deal: if we get this, our bankroll will be at $3,900, which would be awesome. I think that might be a new peak balance. I don't want to talk too soon. It's a lot of work we have to do to catch up on the lost sports betting, but we really need to win today to get back on the right track. So I'm hoping we can pull this day off. I'm gonna run with the same strategy, and you know, honestly, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I don't know if I'm gonna run it the whole time, because I feel like we're getting really lucky with it, and the more we push our luck, the more of a chance we have of busting. So we're gonna try to go for like maybe to $20 to $30 on here. We're gonna see how it goes. If it's a battle, we get pretty low, maybe I'll get out of here. But if it's easy, we can get $20-30 real quick, easy. Maybe I'll stick with it, and we'll keep going for the rest of the day. But let's start with it. We got 50 cents as our base bet again. I think that's a good bet size for what we're doing here. And I'm hoping, honestly, at this rate, if we could hit that 50x, man, I mean, it's a very small chance of hitting that. It is extremely small. But we've been placing a lot of bets, so that would be absolutely ideal. But already starting off on a pretty bad losing streak here. Up to a $5.50 bet. There's a hit, back down to $5. Back to $5.50. All right, $6. Yeah, I was starting to get cooked. $7 bet. $7.50. $8. Oh boy, we are getting pretty low. $9. Oh, we're getting really low. $9.50. $10. $10.50. That was $1.50. Ah, that would have been a 2x too. $10.50. We gotta run that back. Okay, that's a 2x. Back to $10. There's a 2x. Okay. $9.50. $10. $10.50. We only have like a few bets left. There's a 3x. Okay, that's pretty good. Back to $10. $10.50. And that's a 2x. Back to $10. Okay, nice. 3x. $9.50. $10. All right, back to $9.50. I have to keep seeing like what the payout is each time too. I have to take a second. All right, there's a 5x on a $10 bet. That's huge. I mean, we were down a lot. We were down like $55, but yeah, it brought us back a lot there. I think I'm gonna drop the bet size back to like $5 just to play it safe. Oh, got a 2x. I should have kept it pretty high. But yeah, I figured that's to reduce risk a little bit. I didn't want to keep that a super high bet, just in case we start to get a bunch of losses again. We're placing smaller bets. So there's a 2x, back to $5, $5.50, $6. All right, $5.50, 6, $5.50, nice, 5, $5.50, back to 5, nice, $4.50, $5, $5.50, 6, okay, $5.50, $5, $5.50, nice, 4x, sick. Let's go back down to 50 cents. All right, that was a little bit stressful, but we came back. Go back down to 50 cents. That hits. Let's go to $1 here. That hits. Let's go back down to 50 cents. $1. 150. 2. 250. 3. And we get a 5x. All right, nice. All right, we still need like 45 bucks almost, so we still have a lot of work to do here. There's another 5x. Let's go to a dollar bet here, 150. We hit that. That's nice. Okay, we're starting to cook a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I want to run this for the whole day. Like I said, I feel like this can get kind of scary. All right, I accidentally just did that back to back, and I hit 3x twice on $1.50. I was trying to reset. I was trying to click the box here to reset it back to 50 cents, but I actually hit bet and I got the same win. So that's pretty huge. We'll take that. There's a 4x. All right, we're up to 22 bucks. We're starting to make some profit now, which is good. The beginning was pretty stressful, but we're still in it. We're still in it. I think I'm gonna try to work this up to like 30 bucks, and then we'll probably go to a different game because it's a little bit of a battle. Honestly, not too bad, but I just don't want to. I don't want to bust on this strategy. I like it, so I don't want to ruin it. You know what I mean? I don't want to hate the strategy after busting, so try to rock with it for a little bit. But I don't want to push it too long. Like I said, it still would be sick to hit that 50x, man. That could be a huge come up. I do like having that option of hitting a huge multiplier like that on some games and like some strategies. It's a nice little bonus if you can hit that, but obviously you never expect that's gonna happen. It's just like you're setting your expectations too high, I feel like. All right, starting to lose some of our profits here to a $6 bet, and now we're back in the hole. All right, we need some big wins here. All right, that's pretty good. Got 3x. Take that all day. Back to 650. Nice. Back to $6. 650. Nice. Okay, $6. Nice. We're up to 30 bucks almost. All right, let's reset the chain here back to 50 cents. Another win. And that's a 2x. I think that's some profit, so we'll reset back to 50 cents. Another win there. Let's go to $1. 3x. Nice. All right. There's a 4x on a 50-cent bet. Too bad we're not getting this on like the bigger bet sizes, but still good. Still good. Still take it. All right. Where did we start at? 34 bucks. So we're gonna drop this back to $2. Okay, 4x. We like that. We like that on a $2 bet. That's pretty darn good. It's to $1 here. Sorry, I have to really lock in for this. It's really hard to talk and do this, especially with the 50-cent bet size, because it's not as easy just adding $1 each time. If I'm adding $1, it's easier to talk and do this, but adding the decimal place makes it a little bit trickier. Okay. I think I messed that bet up. It's alright. 150. $1. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. See, I started talking and I started messing things up. 250. $3. 350. $4. 450. Okay, starting to lose a lot now. There's a 2x on $5. 2x on 450. Back to $4. Nice. That's a 3x. So we're back to 350. There we go. It's a 4x on a $3.50 bet. That was pretty darn good. All right, we're like 13 bucks away. Should we just keep running this? I feel like maybe we should. I don't know. I mean, this thing does cook. The beginning one was pretty tough, but like I feel like we've been cooking since then. So I think I'll just try to push this through the whole day at this rate. We'll see if we can get there. I guess I could bounce out. We have made some good profit. I don't know if we want to keep risking it. 350, $4. That's a good hit. 4x on $4. Back to 350, $4, 450, $5, 550. Okay, $5, 550. See, the thing is too, like once you hit a 3x, I don't know if I should like technically drop it a unit. I should probably drop it more than a unit. So it brings us back a lot more than just getting like a 2x. But I'm gonna drop this down like $4 because we're close to where we started. Okay, 450, $5, 550, $6. Nice. Let's go to a 550. That's a good hit. Let's bring us back down to $5, 550, $6, 550. Okay. I don't know where we started at. I think we started like 44 something, maybe 43. Let's restart the chain here. I feel like I think we're in profit, so we'll restart. All right, back to 50 cents. There's a 3x. We like that. Yeah, we're like $8 away. We're really close. 150. Nice. Let's restart the chain. Get a ton of the small wins. We'll take them though. Definitely take those. All right, 150. $2. Nice. We are so close. We're like $3 away. 150. Yeah, we're like right there. We're right there. We're trying to get $55 in profit. $2. There it is, 55.10. Dude, this strategy is cooking. I like it, dude. The guy that suggested this, thank you so much. What a suggestion, man. I don't know if I'll be running this all the time, but for this video, man, I couldn't stop it. We cooked big time. So yeah, I like that a lot. It's a lot less like volatile, I feel like, than the limbo strategy. Just going for like a 50-50, 2x. I don't know, it's like the graph's a lot smoother. So I do like that. We're gonna enter this in the sheet, and then we'll wrap up the video. All right, so day 373 was a win. We got our $55.10 on the website, and we hit our 1% profit goal. So yeah, pretty good video today. Overall gambling, we got a total of $143. So that's pretty good profit right there. And then when it comes to bonuses, we had a total of $20 in bonuses for the episode. And then from the end of the video, to the beginning, we went up a total of $150 on the video overall. So that's pretty darn good. We had a loss a while back, so we're definitely recovered from that back here. So we already recovered from that. But yeah, I think this is a new peak balance. Our highest was at day 356, which is a while back, almost like 20 days. But we were sitting at 3,889. So I think this is a new peak, which is pretty sick. 3,900. We're right behind the tracking column. We should be at 4,000. So we're like $100 behind, which is not bad at all. I mean, $100 sounds like a lot, but really, we are trying to do some math real quick here. We're like 97%, so we're 3% behind where we should be in the entire challenge. So that's still really good. The only thing that really like hurts with getting losses, so on average, like I think if we get one loss, we get like 5 days of wins, we're gonna still be moving in the right direction forward. The thing that hurts is when you get like two losses within like 5 to 10 days. When you get those, like these really set the bankroll back, getting those like 3 losses like that. especially like back here when we had 3 losses in a row. That like really destroys the bankroll, because we went from like 3,400 down to like 3,100 like really fast, like dropping 10% in 3 days. Like that hurts. But yeah, overall we're still cooking. What else did I want to show you? Oh yeah, let's go to our graph real quick. So yeah, you can see we're still behind the tracker, it looks like. Yeah, we're like 3% behind the tracker. So you can see that little blue right there is where we're sitting at. So we're still below the tracker, but we're moving back from our loss right there. We had that loss on the last episode, so that's where we were sitting. So we're moving back up. We're kind of staying in line with the tracker. We just need to get back above it. So ideally, we rarely get anything above 1% when it comes to returns each day, unless sports betting and bonuses and Bitcoin have a really good day and we go above 1% on the bankroll, which is pretty rare. I feel like we really don't go above 1%. I don't use the website at all and try to gamble for more money if we already hit the 1% goal. So you'll see there's not many days. There's a couple though that will go above 1%. So it will take time to keep up with the tracker or get ahead of it. But yeah, we just don't have those days as much. Like right here, we had a 5% profit day. That was from bonuses and stuff though too. So yeah, I mean, we just don't have a ton of those days where we get more than 1%. And I'm hesitant to try to chase losses in that degree and go for more return by gambling or any other methods at the moment. So yeah, we'll see if we can catch back up. Either way, we're pretty much on pace. So I'm really not upset about it. I wish we were ahead as we've been for the like most of the challenge here. It feels good to be ahead of the tracker, knowing you can get some losses and still be, you know, ahead of where we should be. But at the end of the day, I'm still happy with where we're at. We're still, like, you gotta think in the big picture, man. That's still pretty much on track. Okay. I personally use the tracker as like a very hard, firm number that I should be at, and anything below that's like unsuccessful. But really at the end of the day, man, going from that's a little bit off there. Going from $1 up to where we're at now, it's pretty successful. Okay, speaking too fast. But yeah, it's gonna be it for this. It's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, a comment with any thoughts or suggestions for the challenge. Like I said, I read all the comments. I try to take them into account. I took this guy's strategy that he suggested, and it started to cook today. So I'm glad I read the comments. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. So as always, don't gamble. It's a losing game long run. And I will see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.